Hey everybody, Bill 1911 here. Hey, we're at the South Florida Fair and Expo Center. We're here to go and see a gun show today. This should be a lot of fun. Hey everybody, Bill 1911 again. Well, we're about to go into the gun show and see what kind of mischief we can get into in there. There's going to be a lot of nice guns in here. Alright, here in South Florida, or actually all over Florida, we're what's known as a shall issue concealed carry state. If you meet the requirements, the state has to give you a concealed carry permit. One of the requirements is that you have to be able to show substantial proof of firearms training. And that's what's happening right inside here. They're doing classes that will give you that substantial proof.
Yeah.
Your name is Cliff. Hey everybody, I'm here with Cliff from Liberty Safes and South Florida Safe. Sorry about that. They carry Liberty. Liberty is one of their brands. And they're going to take a moment and show us their safe.
Okay, let's see what you got here.
We can start here. These are what's called Liberty's entry-level safe. This is the Centurion models. They go from 12, 18, and 24. This is like one of our best sellers here because of the size. It almost fits perfect. Everyone says this is the perfect safe, the perfect entry-level safe for them.
Is this a fireproof safe?
Yes, it is. A fireproof.
Very cool.
40 minutes.
Fantastic. All right. So it's got nice heavy lock bars that come out the side here and go into the frame and lock it down.
Yes,
so it's a very secure safe.
Very
and
secure.
you can bolt this to the floor of your house also, right?
Ready to be bolted. We use 4-inch anchors mostly, and makes it very secure.
Fantastic.
How much does a safe like this cost?
This safe here is $14.95.
$14.95.
I don't know if you can see this door, but that
Very
dude is solid. Yeah. Are these doors? Do they have concrete in them so that they're not, so you can't drill through them?
No, they do. They have drywall on the inside, but they're plated. Everything is right here.
Okay,
we have
cool.
14 gauge steel. And very secure. Your average guy is not going to be able to get in here for hours.
Right. So, all right, that's very cool. Thank you so much for showing these, Cliff. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
And you have a great day.
You
All right.
My name is Robert.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey everybody, we're here with Robert, and Robert is going to show us some of his products here. What I wanted to show you is that at gun shows, you're going to be able to find things that are not specifically gun related. So you can find a lot of different stuff. Gun shows are a lot of fun to come to. I've actually bought, believe it or not, a stuffed elephant here at a gun show. I really did, okay? So it's kind of cool the stuff you can come up with here. So,
Robert.
Yeah, Ali, I just said your name. Now I can't
That's
remember.
okay, that's okay.
You know, they say
We'll
the
have to
memory's
edit
the
that
first
out.
thing to
That's
go.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. So, Robert, can you show us what we're looking at here?
Absolutely. So let's start over here on this side, guys. So again, you have a collection of different bags that we sell. Backpacks, different sizes and styles.
So, would these be like suitable for concealed weapons?
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
right.
And then we have Olight, which is the light manufacturer that I carry. A lot of different styles of lights, lasers, magnetically charged.
I think, I'm not certain, don't quote me on this, my wife would know for sure, but I think that Olight is also a company that makes lights for sewing machines. So,
Don't know.
I don't know, I'm not certain, but
I don't know about that.
my wife would probably know the answer to that. So we'll have to ask her later. All right, thank you so much.
You know, guys.
All right, we're back here. We're with Dan right now, and Dan is going to show us some of his products here that he has. He's got some really neat stuff. Some of these things are just beautiful. You've got, is this an anodized color on this slide?
Yeah.
Is that, okay.
That's a tin coating on that's a Zephyr Precision slide we have in here with a 9-barrel mounted on it, and then we have pretty much, we call this everything you can have on a G19 round here. You have, you know, your LED lights in here as well. Threaded barrel.
Right, I was going to ask about that.
Threaded barrel in here. and you have your mag wells in here. We have
Right.
also, we have mag extensions that comes with the gun itself.
All right, so I wanted to ask a question here on, may I pick it up?
Yes.
Okay, on the bottom of this gun, if you'll notice, this is tapered around the edges. What that does is it allows you to feed the magazine in more accurately, because it just kind of guides it right into the slot for you and makes it easy to load the gun.
I just want to watch you guys.
Okay, Dan's going to tell us about a couple more pieces that he's got here that, as you can see, are just beautiful.
So
Dan?
what we have in here, it's also a pretty rare Terran Tactical JW3. That's the Combat Master from John Wick move. And we have this whole setup here. All the coins from the move, the pencil, the Millennial, the Continental Hotel card, and everything else. So that's only 300 of these made out by Terran Tactical. So it's most exclusive guns you can have. And this one here, it's another one that's an Infinity 1911. But the difference on this one here, it's pretty famous because they do like this 45 ACP 1911s, and it's made by the order. It takes like around 1 year to be done, and you can choose like down to the screws of the gun, pretty much.
Cool. And this one has a double stack magazine, so it's a higher capacity gun. The body of the gun and the grip is a little bit wider to hold a few more rounds in it. Dan also carries a wide range of Desert Eagles in a whole bunch of different finishes. I mean, I don't need to say much. Take a look at these things. They're just beautiful. You can come all the way down the line. This one is 50 Action Express. I have a Desert Eagle in 50 Action Express, and it's a great gun, okay? This one's in 44 Magnum, okay? So you can see that they come in different calibers. And so, okay, if you don't want the big one, the 50 A&E, you might want to go for something that is, down here we have one that's in 357 Magnum, okay? 44 Magnum. They come in all different calibers. They make a variety of different barrels for these guns.
Well, so what we have here, that's called the micro ARs. So that's the AR9s, pistols. But the difference on this here is that they use the same lowers for the regular AR. What we do here, we have like a modification on the magazines that's called Endomag. And when you pull it out, pretty much, if you don't have the markings, nobody knows if you're shooting a 9 or if you're shooting a 5.56. That's pretty much it. And then it's pretty concealable. It comes with a gun, with a bag itself. And then if you put like a fold stock, a fold grip on this gun, and then becomes like even way smaller, so you can carry around.
And this stock is extendable. It'll come back, correct?
Exactly.
Oh, look at that! Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Pretty cool guns, aren't
Explain
they?
that clip again to me.
Okay.
Can they be interchangeable?
They're not interchangeable. There's an insert that goes inside the mag itself.
Right.
And if you put it down, you can just fit the 9
And that
millimeters.
goes all the way down to the floor
Yeah.
plate.
You see?
Very cool. Very cool.
Now, if you took the floor plate off,
Yeah.
you could put the full-size follower and everything
then
in it,
change
so
and
you
everything.
could do it that
and then
way.
you bring it back to 5.56.
Right. Right.
Is this the only gun that supports that magazine?
On
clip,
this way
I
of
should say.
on this way of shooting, yes, because then you need the barrel, the modified barrel and everything else.
Right.
The BCG is modified as well. Everything. That's why it's more expensive. You have to do a lot of modifications. The
Right.
spring is modified. Everything is
Everything's
modified.
different, yeah. Your buffer would have to be a lot weaker to accommodate the, I have a gun here.
And that's a breacher custom.
So this is a Breacher Customs?
Yeah.
All right. And it shoots 9 millimeter.
That's a
Okay.
2.5 inch barrel.
All right, 2.5 inch barrel. This would be pretty easy to conceal, like in a backpack or something.
And as we were saying, like comes with the Endomax. So it shoots on the regular 5.56 magazine, but then it's modified to fit, the 9
Only
millimeter.
9 millimeter, right?
But then they build those down on the regular 5.56 lowers.
Right.
They have modified BCGs. They have modified springs inside here, and also the barrel itself has to be reduced.
Well, it's a really neat gun, I got to tell you. It's a beauty. we'd like to thank you for
Thank you
taking the time to do
Thank
this
you very
with
much.
us. Okay, so we've got a P90 right here. This is kind of neat. Check out the finish on that. Looks kind of post-apocalyptic. It's pretty neat. But this is a Mac 10, and I asked a moment ago, is this an open bolt Mac 10?
No,
one of the
that's
older
not.
ones?
That's not an open bolt.
Okay, that's what I asked a moment ago. And, all right, so this is the closed bolt version.
Correct. And then
Alright.
what we have here is like we had like 65 hours of laser engraving, you know, all around the gun, the body, you know, the magazines, and we have like it's triple coated on gold plating on the gun itself. So it's like a very custom gun we have. Like that's the gun we did that took the most labor and customization time for everything we have.
Did you guys do the engraving in-house, or did you have another?
No, we have a partner that
Okay,
does
you have a partner that
Yes.
does that? Yeah, well, it's beautiful work. I mean,
Thank you.
it's just gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
All right, that is very cool. So we got, this is a standard AR here with,
Yes.
with a lot of nice stuff on
So
it.
it's in the 5.56 with a 30mm civilian grenade launcher in here. You know, 45-degree backup sight from Magpul. We have the Vortex red dot combo sight here with the Magpul.
Back in the day, when I was a law enforcement officer, I was actually qualified on the old M79 grenade launcher. That's the one that looked like a big break-open shotgun. And you just one round at a time, and I was qualified on that, among other things. So it was an interesting gun to shoot.
This one is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Let me ask a question about this launcher, because back in the day in Vietnam, a lot of guys that had these underslung under their barrels were real leery about using them if they were in a firefight, because the gun would heat everything up. And when they open it up to load it, on occasion the darn thing would go off because it was just too hot. So
Yeah.
does this have any of that kind of situation?
I'll be honest with you, I never had the chance to shoot one of those myself. We just did the barrel, so I don't have that feedback on the usability, on on the heating and capacity on it.
Yeah, I was just curious about that. Oh, they're all beautiful. Check them out. I mean, look at how decorative these fore ends are. They're just beautiful. Yep, they are wonderful. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Ken.
very much. All right.
If you're interested in any of the product line that Dan carries here at Wicked Arsenal, and believe me, there's some beautiful guns. If you want, reach out to us at askbill1911.com and we'll refer you to Dan. Hey everybody, we're here at MCK Products, and we're going to take a look. We're going to ask some of the guys here to show us a little bit about their product. So,
Hi, how are you? I'm Bob with MCK Products. This is the Gen 2 micro conversion kit. Our factory is in Pompano Beach, Florida. The way this works, there's a button right here. You press this in, the door will open up. There's two release tabs. You pull those down, and out comes your firearm.
slides right out through the back.
This one happens to be a Glock 19. We make it for Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, Springfield Armory, Palmer 80s, Tauruses, CZs, and Cannons.
1911s?
Not yet, not the 1911s. I'd love that for the exposed hammer.
Well, Bill 1911, of course I'm going to ask.
So this one happens to be, that's a 19. Take your unloaded firearm, install inside our brace, close it up, and in 2 seconds you turn your pistol to essentially a short barrel rifle. What that does is gives you 5 points of stability. You can load it, you can rack it right here, spare magazine. This has a 500 lumen light. We have lights, lasers, optics. This particular one is suppressor friendly, so if you have a threaded barrel, you can put it on there. The nice thing about this one is you press this button in, the whole thing will fold in half, and it can be fired from a folded position. So this makes a great backpack gun, truck gun, something for home defense. It's ideal. But when you hold on to it, there's a notch here. You put your finger here, your thumb just like that, Bill. Take that one for a spin. Tell me what you think.
I'm allergic to pointing it at anybody. I'm just that way. Too many years as a firearms instructor. Oh, that is cool. That is very cool. You can't see what I'm seeing, but this thing's got a nice little holographic sight on it. I don't know if you can get it through there.
It has 4 different reticles, different brightness settings. You can change it for red at night, green during the day.
And how much does something like this run?
This one here, show special with all the accessories, is $3.99.
That's not a bad price.
No, this
And
is
it's very comfortable, believe it or
It's a
not.
500 lumen rechargeable OLED baton flashlight, our in-house optic, spare magazine holder. That's why law enforcement like it.
Right.
We even make kits for them. It's a backpack, so it's a sling bag. So you can carry this more discreetly for security. Guys carry these at music festivals, and NASCAR races, and football games. There's all kinds of police departments, government agencies, private security firms, even school resource officers are using this as a great bridge weapon because they can take their duty gun, drop it in this, and have something more substantial to fight with, and they can do it in literally 10 seconds.
I was a law enforcement officer myself. I was SRT back in the day. But it was so long ago, we still had wheel guns. I still have my original Model 10 that I had to buy out of my pocket. So that was a very long time ago.
Our website is mckproducts.com. It's a picture of our card. I'm Bob. This even has my own personal cell phone on the card right there. If anyone wants to reach out to us, we'd be happy to ship one to you.
Excellent.
Yes, so we have the Gen 2 for your Glock 21. It comes with all the standard rails on there. I'm going to include these thumb rests for you. I think it's an important safety feature to lock your hand in. So that'll be $250. And if you want a light, it's an additional $50 if you want a light. This is an industry standard 20mm rail. So if you have your own optic, you can install it. If not, you can put one of ours on there. We also have lights, lasers, slings, swivels. I tell people it's like ordering a pizza.
Yeah.
You tell me what toppings you want, you can have it assembled and ready for you in 5 minutes, Bill.
Well, I really like your optics, so how much is that?
I can do a kit for you with the optics and the flashlight. I can do a special for you for $349.
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll build you one.
Let's get it done. All right. All right. So how
So,
long is the waiting period on this? How long do I have to wait to get it?
About 5 minutes.
Well, there you go.
What about tell me about the mascot.
The mascot's been coming since she was 12 weeks old.
Hi there. How
There
are
are
you?
people
sweetie.
that come
Oh, look at you.
specifically to the shows just
Look
to
at
see
you.
her.
Look at you.
She's shy.
So you're the
She's really-
security goddess?
Her name is
Never saw
Niblet.
Can you put that inside there for me?
She's our my service dog.
Uh-huh.
And she's
Yes,
been
and you're a
coming
sweetie.
to every single show.
Her name is Niblet
Niblet.
because she likes to nibble.
Yep, she's been coming to every single show.
Tell them what she can do for you.
She can detect when I'm having an asthma attack.
Oh, really?
All right, everybody. I'm here with Gary, and Gary's going to show us something new that they're cooking up here at MCK. Gary?
So we have a multitude of different brands that the MCK will house, such as Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, Springfield, Palm Radius, Taurus, and CZ. But now, what was very eagerly waited for is the Canik. What we have here is the Canik TP9 Combat Elite Executive. Yes, that's a mouthful, but this one happens to be suppressor friendly, which it is capable of, and quite the weapon. We have two different models. One model on the bottom right here will fit the compact and subcompacts, and the other model will fit the full-size Caniks. There's only 3 in existence that it will not fit. That would be the Pros and also the Rival. But we're always making more. And as you can see right here, that is quite the weapon if you want to check it out.
Oh, look at this beautiful thing. Is this gorgeous or what? All right.
Yeah, can you take it out and look at it?
All right. We're going to have Gary do that. Okay.
Press this button right here, pull this gate back. There's a tab here and a tab here, releases it from the line rail.
You push those 2 tabs inward.
You pull these 2 tabs down.
Pull them down, okay.
Yes,
Yeah, just
and
like
it
you would
connects to
take
the line rail right there. And then if you want to put it back in, make sure that is all the way back. Goes in just like that.
Then you shove it forward like that.
Yep. And it can even fire fold it up. And you can also hold an extra magazine right here as well.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
Is that amazing or what? So they're always working on new stuff here at MCK Products, and we want to thank them a lot for doing this interview with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here at the gun show, And right now, I wanted to show you that there are some alternatives in product lines that are not actually guns. This vendor, whose name is Landmark, he's got knives, and he has quite a selection here. So I'm just going to run down the table here and take a quick look at what we got. And if you're interested in a knife, Landmark seems to have a pretty beautiful selection of a lot of different knives. Okay. So look at all these beauties. Now we've done a video on how to throw a knife or an axe, and so this is what we've got. Okay, we're here at the Shoot Straight booth. All right. These are like the largest dealer in the Southeast. And what I wanted to show you was these are Henry lever action rifles, okay? So when you come to the gun show, you're going to see more than just AR-15s. You're going to see a lot of other guns. These are, I think, Marlins. No, those are Henrys, excuse me. They are just beautiful guns, aren't they? So these guys are Shoot Straight. So if you're looking for one of these Henrys or one of these Rossies, these guys have got them. Shoot Straight also carries a fine selection of shotguns for hunting, and they carry handguns. So these guys are one of the largest dealers in the southeastern United States. They're actually very big. They carry a lot of guns.
Look at this one.
All right.
That's a repeat.
I'm here today with Darren at the gun show, and once again, I wanted to show you that you can run into just about anything here. So, Darren, can you tell us a little bit about your products?
We're Write It On Wood. We make wood patriotic signs and flags. Really for the military and just patriotic type stuff is what we focus on.
Do you do anything for law enforcement?
We sure do. We sure do. So we do. We've got red line.
Look at that.
We got a blue line around the corner there.
All right.
We can do custom orders as well. So.
Well, you probably figured out from my question I'm an ex-cop.
Yeah, got the blue line.
Yeah, I was a SRT sniper back in the day.
Okay, fantastic.
That was a long time ago.
A couple years ago, huh?
Well, I had a wheel gun.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll tell you, Model 10 Smith. That's
wow.
And I had to pay for it out of my own pocket.
There you go.
So, all right. So I'm going to run around here and take a quick picture of that thin blue line. Okay, so this is the thin blue line that Darren makes. It's just beautiful. It's $60, and I think I'm probably going to have to take this thing home. Hey everybody, we're here with Brian. Brian is the proprietor of the Case Place. Now, if you need a holster, if you need a gun bag, if you need anything like that, Brian is the man to come and see, because trust me, he's got it. I bought several things from Brian, and the products have always just been durable and just really good quality products.
What did you buy last and what's good?
Well, I bought a case for an Israeli assault rifle that I bought. It's a bullpup design, so it's a smaller case. But believe me, it holds everything I need to hold. All my extra magazines, everything's in there. It's a beautiful piece. And I bought holsters from him.
Can you show me his product?
Yeah, it's right here behind you.
For how long you've been buying holsters from me?
Oh, only about 30 years.
That would be correct.
So, yeah.
We're glad to have you.
Show us what you got.
So we've got several different types of holsters. Obviously, concealment is a big issue these days. So you got a number of different concealment holsters, everything from a simple thin nylon holster through your friction-based sticky type holsters of various sizes, and good old conventional reversible inside the waistband holsters. All of our holsters are cloth lined, by the way, so that protects the finish of the weapon and retains and keeps rust from forming on them. We also have a number of external style holsters, some with extra magazine capacity and some without. Shoulder holsters, ankle holsters. We've probably got 25 different types and styles.
They've got range bags. They've got just anything you need, I'm telling you. And you guys used to carry t-shirts, didn't you also?
No t-shirts. We've gotten out of the apparel line because everybody likes something a little bit different in apparel. And I would need extra table space that I cannot do at this time. So we're sticking within our core competency, which is holsters, cases, tactical gear, and accessories.
So Brian, tell us about your website. What's your web address?
Well, the website is caseplace.biz, and you'll find a number of these products on there which are available for shipping to you today. So we'd be glad to come by and check us out, and if not, come by and see us at the gun show, where we'd be glad to give you the same level of service that we do all our friends and customers.
Thanks a lot, Brian. We appreciate it.
Glad to see you folks.
Oh, this is cool. Take a look here. I'd love to give this thing a fling a couple of times. Isn't that great? Wow, that's beautiful.
What else is on this table?
Well, they've got a whole bunch of knives and things. This looks like, I don't know what that came off of, but it was large. Okay. It's got some beautiful stuff here. It's all beautiful. The problem with me coming to the gun show is I want everything, you know, and that's where I get into trouble with my wife.
You want to own the whole show.
I do, and my wife doesn't want me to buy the whole show because if I do, she's probably going to use some of the guns that I bought here on me. So anyway,
all right.
A bunch of different things that you can use for your gun. They have cleaning rods, cleaning kits. They have bore lights, so you can look down inside the bore and light things up. They just have a whole bunch of different things. They've got cleaning patches. They've got pretty much everything you need here. These are clean bore brushes, okay, for shotguns, for 9mm 357, 22, 223. You name it, they pretty much got it. And they've got something that I use a lot, and that is dummy rounds, okay, which I'm purchasing today. These dummy rounds I can put in the gun and safely test to see if it feeds out of the magazine properly the way it's supposed to. Okay, this is my friend Dwayne.
How you doing?
Dwayne is former U.S. Army. And are you in law enforcement now?
No, I'm not. Now I work in the hospital now.
Yeah, you work in the hospital now? Well, that's pretty darn important. I'm glad you're there. Yeah, I mean, if I go to the hospital, I'm going to want somebody I know there.
Yes, you will.
All right, that way if my wife shoots me for buying too much stuff at the gun show, I've got somebody I can count on. So, Dwayne, you saw a couple of our videos. What did you think of them?
I like the videos. They're very informative. They give a brief description on what you need to do when you're shooting, how to handle them, clean them, and everything else safety-wise. So you're very thorough on what you do in your videos, sir, and I appreciate it.
What about his human targets?
Oh, his human target was very funny.
Yep.
He was tipping, and I understood the leading away, and he was soaked in the video, so that was interesting.
Now we should qualify this that what we're talking about is that I had a garden hose taped to a gun stock.
Yes.
And Clyde was being my bird flying across the backyard, and I kept shooting him with the garden hose. So. In the title of the video, we call it How to Lead Your Target or Drown Your Partner. Okay, they have hearing protection. They have eye protection, okay? They have other products for cleaning your gun, okay? This is an aerosol gun cleaner. They've got gun oil. They've got cleaning kits. If you need it, they've got it here at Iron Sights. You'll never guess what my favorite gun is.
I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah, I gotta think about that.
I got it.
Dude, what do we got here?
We have got some beautiful guns. Okay, we have a Colt 1911 up here, gold-plated and filigreed all over the place. It looks like diamond-studded handles on it, and it's got the Colt horse and the Colt logo. We've got some Beretta 92s here that are all dressed out, decked out in gold and all the rest. Up here on the top, we've got some IMI Desert Eagles. IMI is Israeli Military Industries. This one that's down here in silver has a nice Picatinny rail on the bottom to carry accessories on the bottom of the frame below the slide. Okay, we've got some of my namesake over here, some more 1911s, some beautiful Colt grips, magazines. Okay, right up here at the top, okay, that looks like a Walther PPK or PPKS, and it's gorgeous. Check that out. And up at the top, we've either got a Mach 90 or an AK-47, I'm not sure which. All right, now the Mach 90 is basically the civilian version of the AK-47. All right, so we're here at Golden Guns Miami, and if you want your gun to look like this, folks here at Golden Guns Miami can help you out.
Do not arrest this person.
You gotta trust science. Science says it's only male and female
Do not
non-gender, non-binary.
Do not arrest this person.
Hey everybody, we're here with Mike, and Mike is with Thunderwear, okay? They do concealment holsters, they sell t-shirts.
Yeah, concealment shirts.
And let's take a look at some of what they have here. They've got hats. If you've got a gun, they've got a hat and a shirt that will cover you. Thunderwear!
Mike, what's your website?
www.thunderwearholsters.com.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how much.
How about congratulations and thank you.
Well, I did earlier. I thanked him for his service.
I'm the one to thank you.
And he thanked me for making a donation, so there's been a mutual thanking going on here.
Well, there's something funny. I go to the bank last week to make a deposit. There's a guy in front of me and behind him, four other people behind him. Army Ranger comes in. Young guy, he must have, maybe he was in the 80s. He says, hey, thank you for your service. He says, hey, when were you in? I said, Vietnam. He goes, wow, thank you for your service. And the whole people in line, I said, don't say it too loud, because the people in the bank may have to say, thank you for your service, and we don't want that.
Well, thank you for your service. My dad was in the Army too. He was after Vietnam. No, he was after Korea and before Vietnam. Yeah, in 5 years.
My father was in, he was on Iwo Jima.
Oh, wow.
He was in the Marines when they raised the second flag.
Oh, wow. That's a big issue. That was a big thing back then. The second flag, the first flag.
Well, the second flag was staged.
Yeah, it was all staged, yes.
A lot of people didn't know that. Even Marines didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a bigger flag too.
First one was small.
First one was small, right.
It was a Navy photographer that got it. My father was telling me the whole story.
Yeah.
And then they worked the big one.
There's a movie out called Flags of Our Fathers, it's called now, and we saw it, and it's pretty good. Thanks to you. He's got the video. He's got like 1,000 videos.
I know, we have a lot to do here, but thanks again and welcome home.
Yep, thank you.
Well, this wraps up our gun show trip today at Florida Gun Shows. We had a really good time. I guarantee you I bought too much stuff. But today I hope we showed you that there's a lot more to a gun show than just the guns that are here. So we'll see you next time. Hey everybody, Bill 1911 here. Hey, I'd like to start out by saying thank you to my producer, Scamp, over here. He's helping us with today's video and biting my thumb just for fun. And yesterday we got to the pleasure of going to the Florida Gun Show at the Dade County Youth Fairgrounds. And we met some really great folks. So I got to get myself a new toy. Okay, this is my MCK Products stock kit for my Glock 21. This thing is way cool. Okay, you can press the button on the back, okay, open this little door, all right, and then you take your pistol, you push these two buttons on the front here, okay, down, back comes the gun, and it drops right out of stock. And so you put it back in the inverse operation, you just stick it right up in the stock, and this thing is just as cool as they come, I think. I don't have it lined up right, but okay, just that easy. Goes forward, locks in, okay, the door closes, all right. All right, one once it's in, forward, you're locked up, and there's your gun. It's like 10 seconds and you've turned your pistol into a rifle. And this thing is it's just way cool. I love this thing. Can't wait to take it out and shoot it. All right, so we got to, we want to thank the folks over also at MCK Products because they let us interview them, and that was really cool. When we did the talk to the folks at the Florida gun shows, they told us we were free to go in and film and interview. The only requirement they had was that we ask permission of the people we were interviewing, and of course we did. So, and everybody was just super nice to us. There was Dan over at the Wicked Arsenal. You should see the guns this guy has. They are magnificent. He actually has one of the guns that was used in the movie John Wick. It was amazing. He had just some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Everything beautifully engraved. It was magnificent. We'd like to thank Ace of Spades. He has ammunition. He's a pretty good guy. We'd like to thank MCK Products, well, of course, for the stock that I just showed you that I like so much. We'd like to thank Mikhail. Boy, I'm telling you what, I chew that name up every time I try to pronounce it. Sorry, Mikhail. Okay, at Golden Guns. He has some beautiful, beautiful stuff too. It's beautifully accented in silver and gold. They're just gorgeous. We'd like to thank Right on Wood. They did my new blue line. Okay, pretty cool plaque, huh? Very clean, very nicely done. It's just beautiful work. Okay, we'd like to thank the folks at Iron Sights. They were good enough to allow us to video their product line. The young lady didn't want to be on the video. She said she wasn't photogenic. I disagree. I thought she was just lovely. And she helped us out with some of these dummy rounds that you can use for training. You can practice your loading. You can practice loading and unloading. You can function test your gun to make sure it's ejecting properly. Okay. Everybody was really great to us. We'd like to thank our friends at Thunderwear. They carry t-shirts and hats and whatever you need. If you've got a gun manufacturer, they've got a t-shirt or a hat. They also carry some concealment holsters and things like that. We'd like to thank my friend Brian at the Case Place. I've been doing business with him for probably 30 years now. And every product I've ever bought from him has been rugged, durable, and just beautiful. I mean, really nice stuff. We'd like to thank our friends at Sheepdog. They let us film their product line, and beautiful, beautiful knives they had there. Also, we'd like to thank South Florida Safes. They let us interview them, and they showed one of their best-selling safes to us. It was a Liberty safe, and it was really a tough safe. It looked really good. So if you need a safe, go see the folks over at South Florida Safes. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure going to that gun show, I got to tell you. So if you get the chance, go by Florida gun shows at the Dade County Youth Fairgrounds. It's on for today. It ends after today. But they're going to be having other shows throughout the year. So make sure if you see one, check them out. It's worth the time.